So what is the most efficient way of creating and editing content for the maximum number of placements? Start one piece of primary content. We call this primary content. This is the one content that you do, that from it, everything else gets born. All I do as a content creator, if you guys have seen my content, I'm pushing content every single day on every single platform. You will think that I'm just doing nothing but putting content. I don't. I actually run an organization. Natural Sim has 150 people. AGM has 100 people. I have big responsibilities. I cannot be putting content out every single day. What I do is primary content. And from that content, everything else gets built. Primary content is very simple. I actually take one video like this. This one is a Facebook ad tutorial, how to use a Facebook Business Manager. And that goes up on YouTube. It gets some slight edits, and this one is a 9-minute video, and I just give some information. So it's a long-form, horizontally filmed piece of video content. It can be posted on YouTube, IGTV, Instagram TV, Facebook, and LinkedIn, depending on the length, because LinkedIn has limitations. You cannot post videos that are more than 10 minutes on LinkedIn feed, all right? So if it's less than 10 minutes, for example, this one, it can go up on LinkedIn. It can then be broken down into additional pieces of content for other platforms and placements. So we take this primary content and we turn it into 100 pieces of content, which is multiply like crazy. So again, we're talking about organic content distribution, getting our content seen by more people organically, taking advantage of one primary piece of content, and instead of having to do a billion of this, turning that one into a billion different pieces of content across the platforms. That's being smart with your content and with your time. So from your primary content, you can then create long-form videos, one podcast episode, every single episode. Anybody here has subscribed to my podcast? Raise your hand. Okay. So I have a podcast called the Facebook Marketing Ninja. I've had it for many years. I'm about to change the name soon because I'm into being a marketing ninja now, not just Facebook. But when Facebook started going aggressively, I was jumping on that Facebook advertising wave, and I started getting a lot of attention in the subject of Facebook advertising. The world has changed a lot. It's a lot more now that we need to pay attention to, not just Facebook. But I have a podcast. If you search on Apple, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, or on Google Play, you search for Facebook marketing, you're going to find this ugly face somewhere there, and probably towards the top of the search results. And I'm putting content. So we do 3 new episodes every single week. We're going to bump that up to 7 videos a week. It's 7 videos. We take away the audio and we turn that into a podcast. Something that we learned recently is that podcasts are great to keep under 10 minutes. Short form content that people can actually consume some content and listen to it while they're driving, doing some exercise, and it's going to help them get connected with you, with your message, and they could be about anything. People are doing podcasts so they can get entertained, listen to music, a talk show, talking about different things, e-commerce, education, business, consulting, tax information, about anything, no matter what your business is. There's people out there looking for information. They don't want to be listening to the FM stations anymore. They want to be consuming content over the internet. And that's what podcasts can do. So we do podcasts almost every day here. Video clips, images. So here's an example of how this chain starts looking. Primary content, we turn that into quotes. And I'll show you some examples in a second. They go on Facebook, they go on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn. We call them quote cards, meaning that the guys get a little message from my video, and they put a little picture around it, and they make it a message, and they distribute it on social media. Clips, 60 seconds or less. We make square videos for all those platforms, and we make vertical videos for all those platforms. Audio, we turn out every single one of those videos that has value, especially the ones that, if you listen to it, you will get the value. You don't really need to see it. Like in my case, we're doing a webinar here. This is visual. I have these guys looking at some slides. You guys are on Facebook or on YouTube, and you guys are here seeing this. But even if you listen to this, don't you think there will be value from it? You're going to get exactly what the message is. So if somebody is really busy and they don't have time to sit down and listen to this whole video on Facebook or on YouTube, but they want to learn, then a podcast is a great way for them to actually keep on getting connected. All right, so long-form videos, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram TV, and LinkedIn. Those are the 4 platforms that we use for long-form. Anything after 3 minutes is considered long-form content videos in general. The hard part of this is getting it all started. putting the system in place. Once you put the system in place, all you got to do is keep on pumping out that primary content, off you go, right? It just keeps on rolling out and keeps on getting better each time. If you're enjoying this content, please go ahead and subscribe. Help me comment below and let me know if you have any questions about marketing. And I'm on a mission to help as many of you as possible conquer the marketing world. So help me out, subscribe, hit that button, hit that bell, get notified. We're going heavy with content in this 2021 year and beyond. Go ahead and subscribe right now.